Okay, today we're going to talk about budgets finally. This is something that I spend a lot of my time talking about and an area that many people are making mistakes in, usually because they're not following one at all. Maybe they've tried in the past or you've tried in the past and have not had success. So I'm going to share my system with you and some of my theories around budgeting that have really worked for not only my family, but also my clients as well as the members of the Pretty Money Club. They've been using this budget to achieve all sorts of different goals, all in 5, 10, 15 minutes a month, while still having money for things like stopping at Starbucks or buying a new pair of shoes. And I know that seems a little bit too good to be true, but let me explain. There's something that I call the budget trifecta. These are the 3 parts of your budget that you need in order to be successful. The first one, of course, is your monthly expenses. Your necessities like housing, food, transportation. Now, when you are going through that, and as I explain this, I'm actually just going to go and share my screen with you. As you are going through the budget template here, it's important that these numbers are accurate. Don't go by guessing or trying to remember what you paid last month. That is not the number that goes into your budget. You want an accurate number. Another thing about what number to put in there, I would encourage you to round up to the nearest $5. That keeps your budget just a nice clean looking document and a lot easier to use if you get a little bit overwhelmed by a bunch of numbers like I do. So accurate and round up to the next 5 is going to make a big difference for you. So that's the first piece of the trifecta. The second piece is what you see on the right hand side here, which is your future you category. These are all the things that future you needs money for. So house and car maintenance, rainy days, Christmas and birthdays, and your goals. You can have as many lines in the future you as you want, customize them as you go. You can see that there's room to add in your own. This is something that most budget templates are not asking you for. And if it's not asking you for, you're probably not saving for it. And then when those things come around, you're reaching for the credit card, or you're dipping into another account, which creates the experience of budgeting just not working. So this eliminates that, and that is why it's part of the budget trifecta. Now, if I scroll all the way to the bottom, of course, income's in there. Yeah, that's important. That one's obvious. So it's not part of the trifecta. The last part of the trifecta is your spending money. Your spend with joy money. And if you are in the Pretty Money Club, we call that lifestyle money. This is the amount of money that you can spend knowing that your monthly expenses are taken care of, knowing that your goals are taken care of. You can spend it totally with joy. So I'll share a little bit about that number. If you are a stereotypical family of 4 and this number is under 500, I'm talking about like either in the negatives or 100, 200, 300, those kind of numbers, I want you to go and have a second look at the budget. I want you to see what expenses you can reduce or eliminate altogether, and I want you to see if there's any areas where you can increase your income. That might be a side hustle, that might be a new job, asking for a raise, increasing rent that you charge your tenants or your kids or any of those things. Look for areas where you can increase your income. Now, on the other side, if that number is over 1,000, again, stereotypical family of 4, so adjust this as necessary based on the size of your family. If that number is over 1,000, I also want you to have a second look at your budget. The first thing I want you to look at is the expenses and the necessities. Are the numbers accurate? Are they realistic? The next area I want you to look at is future you. Are you putting enough away for maintenance, birthdays, and your goals? So if it's over 1,000, I want you to change some of those numbers. And if your necessities, your expenses are completely accurate on the first go, then I want you to increase the future you numbers. There is no need to be spending so frivolously that we have over $1,000 a month going towards just daily wants. Your goals are important. So increase the amount you travel. increase how much you're putting towards retirement or your kids' education if your Spend with Joy number is over 1,000. Okay, so your task for today is go and download this fillable budget template that I have for you that I'm sharing here. Go and fill it out. Make sure your numbers are accurate. Round up to the nearest 5. If it's below, if your Spend with Joy number is below 500, have a second look. And if it's above 1,000, have a second look. Adjust those numbers as necessary for bigger or smaller families. And come and tell me how this is going for you. Ask your questions. Put the time aside today to get this in place, because this is one of the areas that so many people are making a mistake on, and now you do not have to be one of those people.